afternoon. My name is Veronica Martinez. We'll be talking about the understanding the change in how crime data is reported in the United States with uniform crime reporting and the National Incident Based Reporting System. So let's get into it. First off, we have the agenda. Like I said, we will be talking about the Uniform Care Reporting. Crime reporting, National Incident Based Reporting System, two reporting information management systems, what the benefit can be for law enforcement with the new National Incident Based Reporting System, and how it will help the communities. Um, so, as we get into the UCR for short, Uniform Crime Reporting. So, the Uniform Crime Reporting is when law enforcement agencies share information about crimes they've dealt with. This data helps track crime trends and patterns across the country. It's managed by the FBI and gives insights on what's happening in different areas and how law enforcement is responding to it. So, in today's age, we have so many crimes going on all different sides of our cities, our communities, and this system here is supposed to help the law enforcement and FBI get a better understanding on like the patterns of what kind of crimes are being committed where, as far as even like what times of day, things of that nature. So here we go to the next slide. So what is National Incident Based Reporting System? So what it is a way for police to share detailed information about crimes. It gives more specific details about each incident, like who was involved and where it happened. This helps law enforcement and others understand crime patterns better and make decisions to keep communities safe. Again, same thing, kind of the same. It's just the National Incident Based Reporting System is a little more advanced. This is to help law enforcement really get into the details of each crime, what's happening where, what's going on in each places, and how they can prevent future crimes happening in those particular places, particular times, or that particular incident. So as we get into two reporting information management systems. So here I'm just going to go ahead and read you a brief little summary insight on what I my information um, that I collaborate. So the two main systems for reporting crime information, which is the UCR and the NIBRS, are different in how they gather and share data. So here we're going to talk about the differences and how each is different and maybe how each is the same. So UCR, which is the Uniform Crime Reporting, has been around since the 1930s. It collects data in broad categories like violent crimes or property crimes, as I told you before. It focuses on the most serious crimes in an incident and doesn't give much detail about what happened, versus the National Incident Based Reporting System is more detailed. It collects information about each individual crime incident, including details about the people involved, where it happened, and what exactly occurred. The NIBRS gives a fuller picture of crime patterns and trends, including additional information like drug-related offenses or hate crimes. As I said earlier, it kind of pinpoints what is going on where, what community, and what's happening more in one community than the other. Overall, while both systems gather crime data, the NIBRS provides more specific and useful details and information for understanding crimes, and as I said, also in the vicinity that it is being reported. Next slide. So, the benefits. So we talk about the benefits that law enforcement have with the NIBRS reporting and how it helps the communities. Again, I'm going to go ahead and read something off for you guys, to understand a little better. So the NIBRS reporting helps police understand crime better, which makes communities safer. It gives them more detailed information, as we said previous, and where and when crimes happen, so that the law enforcement can use their resources wisely and prevent and solve crimes. This also helps them work closely with the community, maybe building trust with the community and finding ways to reduce crime together. By using this data, policymakers can make smarter decisions about how to keep communities safe. Again, overall, the NIBRS reporting helps police do their job better, making neighborhoods safer for everyone. So I think once they implemented this system, as we see in the previous slide, I did attach a quote there from the FBI. It was just stating that the previous UCR system was not as detailed as this new NIBRS system. So they wanted everybody to start using it so that there was pinpointing where all these crimes were happening. And I mean, if we can figure out where the crimes are happening and what we can do to prevent them, as far as getting the community involved, getting social media involved. I know in week 5 we spoke about some steps that the law enforcement should take in implementing a strong social media approach. We talked about in this class, how it was successful for social media and law enforcement. That was like an effective plan to get the community involved and to help eliminate some of these crimes that are going on in our communities. So, in wrapping up some things, the UCR and NIBRS, and I do apologize if I keep not saying it correctly. Well, there are both ways for police to share information about crimes. It gives details. It helps. It helps law enforcement. Again, we create patterns. We look at the different statistics in different communities. As we can see, in some communities, we have more crime than others, whether that's based off of, income based, whether it's based off of race based. But incorporating the information management and incorporating all these systems together, it is a better way for us to prevent all crimes happening. So, as I said, I think it's better for us to incorporate all these systems. And again, this is all information management. This is all what we've been learning about in class and, as far as in law enforcement. And as I said, I don't know, week 5 really stuck out to me because we look at the approach that law enforcement has taken into the social media approach. And if we get into social media and law enforcement, I believe there can be a big difference if we, there can plan, you know, um, specific goals like improving community engagement and sharing important information. I believe that we can maybe see a spur of positivity into the not company community, and see that we can overcome these negative things or these criminal activities, these, you know, things going on in our community to make it better and more safe for us and our children. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the slides, the presentation, and I do appreciate this class. I did learn a lot from this class. I learned a lot of database, like the information management side of law enforcement. Like it plays a big vital role in the law enforcement everyday job, everyday duties, and I do appreciate learning about that. So thank you.